What's up, guys? I'm going to show you how to get the ice staff, which is the wonder weapon in the tomb, as well as how to upgrade it to the Ul's arrow. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and start by playing up to round 8. Your first shock mimic will spawn, and upon killing the shock mimic, it'll drop an item called the monocle. This is the first piece of the ice staff that you need to collect. From there, you need to have unlocked the dark aether to make the aether crystals spawn. What you're going to want to do is shoot the crystals and make them spawn in different areas of the map. Specifically, you need to make 2 of the aether crystals spawn in the Neolithic catacombs in the tomb area, to the point where you can see these wall arts lighting up with Roman numerals on them. And then from there, you're going to want to shoot the Roman numerals in order from 1 to 8 and 1 to 10 respectively on the 2 different ones. Order might be different depending on your game, but once you finish them in successful order, it'll spawn a constellation, and that constellation will in turn spawn a lockdown sequence. You need to survive the lockdown sequence in order to get the next piece of the staff. So depending on which side you're on, we are on the hunter side right now. When the lockdown sequence is done, you will be getting the headpiece of the staff of ice. From there, you need to go to the other side where the bull painting is. Granted, you can do these in any order that you need to. It's the same situation where you need to shoot the Roman numerals in order from 1 to 8 on this side. Go ahead and follow the symbols. From there, you're going to spawn in another lockdown sequence. When that lockdown sequence is done, you will receive the third piece of the staff of ice, which is the actual staff part. From there, it's time to build the staff of ice. What you're going to need to do is go back to the dark aether nexus. And when you're in the dark aether nexus, you need to go all the way up to the altar and present the staff. Once you give the staff to the altar, you need to defend the staff successfully for about a minute. There will be a lot of zombies that spawn. For this, I highly recommend Aether Shroud, Killjoy, Gobblegums, Free Fires, anything to help you survive, because there is a lot of zombies that spawn. Most of them will follow you around if you don't want to stick at the staff of ice, but there will be a lot that do try to go to the staff itself and try to destroy it. If you fail, just go into the next round and you can retry again. But once you see the flashing light, you can go back to the staff and it'll start assembling it. And then from there, it is time to upgrade the staff to Ul's arrow. From here, you need to leave the dark aether nexus and find the 3 crystals that you shot earlier. You need to get them into relatively close proximity to one another and shoot them with the ice staff in quick succession. If you do it too slow, you won't have any dialogue come up. But if you do it correctly, you will get this quote from Archibald saying, "Extinguish the flames." From there, you can proceed to the next step, which is back in the dark aether nexus. This unlocks a couple of symbols that are on a couple of the floating meteorites. There's a small one, a medium-sized rock, and a big one. Keep note of the order because it is important, the next step of upgrading the ice staff. Once you find all 3 of the symbols and shoot them with the ice staff to bring them down, one of the dark aether entrances will be sealed off by rocks, and you need to leave and go to that door in order to find the symbols. You need to shoot these symbols in order from biggest to smallest rock, in order to successfully complete this and not down yourself. If you do this incorrectly, you will potentially go down and die. Once you go through there, it should teleport you on top of a rock with a floating purple orb. This purple orb triggers an escort and a soul box challenge. Important thing to note, if you're doing this in co-op, your entire team needs to be in the dark aether nexus in order for this step to work properly. Once you escort this entire orb around the dark aether nexus, killing stuff as you're going, it'll eventually come back up to the little altar area where we initially built the staff, and it'll start going into it. When your screen glows white, that is when you have successfully completed this step, and you're allowed to get the upgrade. From there, you need to go back up and give your ice staff to the thing, and it'll give you this little animation, and it'll become Ul's arrow, which you need to successfully finish the Easter egg.